Have we returned? Hello, 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 hello. Welcome back. My power died. My power went out, and then I wanted to comment on the YouTube side, but for some reason it went and like disabled my comments over there. I don't know. Whatever. It is what it is. What happened? My power went out. That's what happened. I lost power I lost power, and the power came back, and then it went out, and then it came back. I wanted to wait a couple of minutes before it seemed like it was stable again. So yeah. Now we should be fine. Hopefully, assuming it doesn't go out again, which if it goes out again, we're just ending the stream. Like I'm not gonna fight it if it goes out again. That's annoying. Well, it is what it is. Yeah, we're gonna finish off. We're gonna finish off the normal stream. We're gonna at least finish off the normal stream. Whether I do more after that, we'll see. Let me turn this down. Yeah, a yearly Linux YouTuber, Christmas charity for distros and software thoughts. I don't hate that idea. I think that would actually be a really cool idea. No, I think it's a cool idea. No, I think the only problem is that there are people who are like kind of whiny about who they work with. Because I would like this to be like a thing where people come together. Like what HexDSL used to do. Did he used to do that? I didn't know that. Well, we have to get moments away from killing it again. It's fine. We just have to do exactly what I did again. I don't think I was moments away from killing him. I don't think that would have been the run. But it could have been. It could have been. But it wasn't going to be. But it could have been. It's obviously a bit too late to do it now. I would like to do something for like the month of December. I think that would be cool. I will have a think about it and think about what could be done there. But I do think the idea is really cool. Did the stream go down? No, that's not what I meant to do. My power went down. So a bit more than just the stream. But yes, the stream also went down. OBS, not OBS. YouTube used to have a feature where if you disconnected from the stream, you could reconnect. It seems like now, if you disconnect from the stream, it just ends the stream. Unless there's a setting that I need to set now. Which is annoying, because I like being able to reconnect to a stream. That's it. I hate that ability.
If you can't evade this.
Okay.
Failed to strike true.
And now we just do Cloud Step. Do not come after the Cloud Step. Right, I forgot that I even changed the strat that I was doing. I went back to the original strat after the reset. Like the I was doing if you started off with hitting fan rather than doing first round. I don't know why I went back to that. I think I just completely forgot I was doing that. I'm distracted from the fact that I had to fucking get my power to come back on. Get a UPS? Not a bad idea, actually. I've considered it for a long time. Okay. Okay, now we're straight into third stage.
When he was dragged to the execution yard, sword and spear were dulled, cleaver and cudgel were crumbled, and yet
Really?
Yet he gave his life to put you in this place.
I'll send you a screenshot of that setting. Oh, is there actually a setting I am missing? Because it used to be the default. I do remember that being the default, the way it had always just worked. But if they change it, that's fine. I'll just change it back. Okay. I kind of dodged that. I don't know how. I need to turn my sound up a little bit. Still stuck. Yes. Yes. And my power went out. So that doesn't help either. Now, fuck you. I'm not even going to deal with you. Now, fuck you. Don't care about this mechanic. Just ignore the mechanic entirely.
In my training days, my master told me a gate without hinges can't be forced, and a cord without seams can't be undone.
Okay.
And now I see clearly. Every refinement is of our own device.
Okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Okay. I don't know how they didn't hit me. That should have.
And shadow step. Years ago.
Speaking of things that should hit me. Okay, that doesn't work when he has... Yeah, definitely doesn't work when he has armor. Okay. Wow, I actually got the perfect dodge in there. I am impressed. He can sidestep during a combo as well? I thought that's when he couldn't sidestep. Eh? I don't think this is gonna be the run. I do not think this is gonna be the run. Okay. What is the timing on that? I have no idea what the timing is on the slam.
I know it more than
Because I've dodged it like maybe once. I think I'm dodging too early a lot of the time, and then too late the other times. I think with the problem with that is it's harder to make people empathize with software as a recipient of charity. I don't know. I think if I could directly bring projects on board, I think that would work out differently. Because there's been a lot of general support for the KD donation thing. So I understand what you're saying. I just don't necessarily think it's as much of the case as you might think it is. There's definitely some of that. I will agree there. But it might not be as much as you think it is. Which, honestly, is kind of surprising to me. Because there's a lot of people that just don't want to see anything on their system. They don't want to fund the projects. They don't want to have notifications about funding a project. They just don't. They don't want to acknowledge that people work on it at all. So I'm kind of surprised with how positive the video response was, and just the general response to the donation prompt as well. Like, I've seen I've seen people complaining about it, sure, because there's always people complaining about the internet, but not as much as I would have expected. Okay. KD should sell Funko Fumos. So there actually is a KD plushie suggestion, and I've given my support to it. There's a lot of people who don't think it's as good of an idea as I think it is. So I don't know if it'll happen, but I want it to happen. That would be super cool.
I do have some of the spark. That's it. I won't hold back from now.
Okay.
Let's fight.
I think selling plushies is, like, even if it's not like a massive moneymaker, I think it's just a cool thing to have. Like, it's a way to bring people more interested in, like, get people who are interested in the project, like, more invested, right? Because, like, oh my god, look, I can get a plushie of my favorite desktop. Like, that's cool. Like, it doesn't have to be the biggest possible moneymaker. And I guarantee they won't lose money off it if they go with, like, if they do it through, like, Makeshift or something like that. Like, there's no way they don't make money off of it.
It's too late.
I don't think there's any worry there. But because they haven't done it before, well, I guess they did it before just a very long time ago. They haven't done something with Makeshift though. There's just like concerns of how well it would go. It's a matter of actually convincing the people who are involved to basically just do it. That's fine. We can do it like that. Why is that the start of the window?
My game springs.
Why is that the start of the dodge window? What? That's way before the stab even starts.
You've lifted my spirits, monkey. When
Okay,
he was
there's
dragged
third
to
stage.
the execution yard, sword and spear were dulled, cleaver and cudgel crumbled, and yet he emerged unscathed. Yet he gave his life to put you in this place.
Okay. Okay, diverge from his. Diverges from his. Dodge. Slightly too early, but we still dodged it. I got I was out of time with the attack.
From the sky.
Nope, don't care. Fuck you. Don't care. Okay. Again, how is that the start of the dodge window? Okay. This is the start of fourth stage. How close was I? Pretty close. Okay. Maybe not like immediately gonna beat him, but pretty close. Okay. Oh my god, it hit him. How? Okay, sure.
But forget not. I'm not him.
Yeah, no, it's not the run. No, that's not the run. God damn it. God damn it. That move. Do not make suggestions in the chat, because you know it's not gonna be the run the second you make a suggestion. I almost would have gotten my dumb done then. I was here. You were here when I died. Yes, correct. So was a lot of other people. Because I've died many times. I should have had a death counter for this game. If I realized there was going to be bosses like Erlang Shen, and I realized how hard he was going to be, I would have made a death counter for, at least for this segment.
Survival.
We reset. We reset. We reset. We reset. We reset that. Fucking reset it. Reset. How did that not hit me? Hit me! Jesus Christ! Thank you for the sub. Is it actually better to just not dodge some of his attacks? Like, genuine question. Is it actually better to just run at an attack and I won't get hit? Pity sub, thank you for the sub. For whatever reason it is, I appreciate it. Things will go a lot less bad on the weekend, because on the weekend we're going to be grinding out Path of Exile 2. And while all of the PoE players are just bashing their head against the wall, trying to learn what a dodge roll button is, dying to the first boss, we're going to be clearing shit. That's how it's going to happen. I hope. Unless the server issues, which there probably will be, because it's they expect 1 million players. Or they are prepping for 1 million players. Clip that. Clip what? What are you clipping? Also, you're on Twitch. You can literally clip it. You are literally on Twitch right now. The clip button is there. Okay. 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 Whew.
Your best tricks. Use them. Don't hold back.
The fucking dog. It's the dog. It was the dog again. It was the dog again.
I know it more than you do.
So like canonically the other bosses know that you're immortal in this. So basically what's happening here is Erlang Shen is just canonically beating the shit out of us for like 5 hours. He's just chilling up here. He's like, why the fuck is this monkey not going away? Ugh. Like, there are other bosses that will comment on you dying. He doesn't. Sadly, which would be fun. Imagine after like 100 deaths, he's like, why the fuck are you still here? Like, can you leave? I just want to rest. Okay. 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 Bad timing. Okay. No dog that time. No dog getting clipped. Well, there was the dog. I just wasn't standing where the dog was hipping. Hipping me. Exactly. Hipping me. Okay. Eh?
Cross life and death.
The fucking attack again! The same fucking attack again! Oh my god. I need to pay more attention to where the dog's located, and like the dog's attack timing, rather than his spear when that happens. I think that's the issue. I'm paying attention to the wrong thing. And I'm waiting for the spear to do the attack, where I should be waiting for the dog to do the attack. The thing is, like, when we get through first stage, it's always like we get to third or fourth stage every time.
Mistakes teach us best. Will you fall for it again? I was just wondering, is Stars rush the moon.
That was a phenomenal start.
Not him.
That was possibly the greatest start I've ever done. Holy shit. Holy shit. Oh. We're gonna go back to fan first stage. Fan first stage is what we're gonna do. Jesus Christ, that was rough. Ah, I see. Okay, you can spam that. Okay, now we're not gonna get hit by the very first attack. Like, you actually have to be fucking stupid to get hit by that. Which luckily I am. What am I doing? What am I doing? There we go. Okay. What am I doing? Okay, that's definitely whoever said to charge it like that. I don't know what the fuck they were talking about. Unless there's like an upgrade you can get that charges it better. Okay. Oh, I could actually see the attack at that time. Oh, okay. He does like a triple spin in the air before he kicks down. Ew. He does the attack so rarely, though, that actually practicing the timing on that's fucked. When I came into the stream, I didn't think this would be a 4-hour stream fighting Erlang Shen. I actually didn't think it would be. Like, I was like, oh yeah, you know, that'll be haha funny, Erlang Shen 4 hours. No, it actually happened. It actually happened. It is actually a 4-hour stream fighting this one boss. It's kind of like Metal Gear Rising again. For anyone who was around for that one, we did the DLC. I got to a point where I didn't even feel like beating the boss anymore. The advantage in this case is this is an optional boss. I could, at any point, I could just give up on the secret ending and just still finish the game, which is nice. This isn't a boss we have to beat. So it becomes so much of a problem that I'm just like, fuck it, I want to quit the game. We could just quit Erlang. Okay. Okay. That's first stage clear. Okay, wait. Into second stage.
Do have some of the spark.
Does that, and then we fan him as soon as he comes down.
I won't hold back from now. Let's fight.
And then we fan him. Sweet. Then we go. Sweet. Okay, I dodged the start of the attack, but I didn't dodge the full thing. So I still got the hit. I still got smacked by it, which is annoying. Okay, that's the least dangerous version of that attack. Just dodge backwards. I don't want to die. I do not want to die there. Okay, it's fine. Okay, fine. Fine, fine. That works. Okay.
Lifted my spirits.
Okay, now he's into third stage.
When he was dragged to the execution yard, sword and spear were dulled, cleaver and cudgel crumbled, and yet he emerged unscathed.
Okay.
Yet he gave his life to put you in this place.
Okay. Diverges from his. Diverges from his.
Let me see where your path diverges from his.
Dodge.
Thou of purity. Unleash your might.
No, this is a secret boss. This would be so fucking insane if this was a story boss.
What came before? Think of it as last life's end. What comes hereafter? This life's start. Young monkey, now show me how far you can go.
Okay. That's how far we can go.
The world.
Nope, fuck you. Not doing it. Fuck you. Nope, not gonna happen. Okay.
It's time to rest your weary.
But you get an epic scene after this boss. I hope it's really epic. I really do. It better be epic. It better be epic. Again, Erlang Shen is in the Erlang Shen tier. There is no other boss. There is no other boss at the level of Erlang Shen. Not even remotely close. Unless they want to do something fucky when the DLC comes out. Today, about 3.5 hours. In total, about 5 hours. Yeah. Bad timing. I guarantee there is a mod. There is either a mod or there's a mod menu where you can set everything down to 1 health. I guarantee that is a thing that exists.
It's time to rest your weary self.
If there's not, I don't know how that doesn't exist. Usually a mod menu is one of the first things that gets made for pretty much any game. Because usually they're the easiest thing to do. Mod menus and model swaps. because mod menus usually are just like tweaking numbers in the game files, and then model swaps usually there's like just a file there that you swap. It would ruin the experience. I'm already lowering the difficulty by using the fan. That already makes the fight considerably easier. I don't know why I did it like that. What is your loser? Do you mean Yakuza? Are those letters? Okay, no, to be fair, those letters aren't next to each other. I'll grant you that. Okay, that's fair. A Yakuza 2 Kiwami silly mod? Yeah, I know about that one. I've not played it. Why are you spamming that attack? Oh my god. Oh my god, my timing was so off there. What is that? What am I doing? What is that timing? What have I done? Oh, that was so bad. I want to beat this boss. It's going to happen. But it's gonna be a 3-stream fight. React soon, maybe. I don't know. I'll see how I feel about it. If not, we will definitely do it tomorrow. Okay. 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 If I don't do react today, I'll definitely do it. That's what I was saying. If I don't do react today, I'll do it tomorrow. But I probably will. I don't know. No, tomorrow we're streaming Kingdom Hearts. Also, marathon streams are a terrible idea. That's how you end up getting worse at the game. I am not someone who can game for like 8 hours stuck on a boss and not get worse at it. Like that is just a waste of time. Yes, it might be cool for a viewer to see it and like see it happen after 8 hours, but like that's just not fun to do. Okay. 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 Sweet. Into third stage.
When he was dragged to the execution yard, sword and spear with
Mr. President has shown this. What the fuck is Mr. President?
Yet he gave his life to put you in this place.
Okay.
See where your path
That diverges from his dodge. I did it too early, but we got a second dodge and that was fine. Oh, Metal Gear. There is a game called Mr. President. Yeah, I've not played that.
Tail swift and shadow step.
What the? Wait, he changed his hack. Eh? He can do that?
Through the air,
No, fuck you.
like a falling star.
Okay.
Those in celestial realms, many of them are below me, and few
Okay.
are like me.
Okay.
Back when he was around, he was the one rival I relished.
Okay. But don't. I completely forgot that happened at the end there. Nope. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Whoo! Okay.
I thought he'd be a worthy rival.
The one I played, Rising Revengeance. The one I streamed. Okay.
I'm not him.
I shouldn't have tried to heal there. I shouldn't have tried to heal there. The president? No, the fucking boss. He means the senator. Did the president die on the train? No, he died before the train. Wait. Did he die on the train? Wait. I feel like it... We need a way to deflect those swords. Theoretically, you can use the parry for, like, projectiles. I have not had it work, though. Like, every time I tried to do it, it hasn't worked. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing wrong for that. So I'm not even going to try to do that. I would much rather use a system that I have going so far than try to learn something new that I don't know if it even works. Okay.
Much closer. Don't fade just yet.
Okay. Okay. Unless he's talking about, oh, unless he's talking about, Metal Wolf Chaos XD. Which is also possible. Oh, he is talking about the senator? Yeah, not the president.
That's it. I won't hold back from now.
Yeah, I know he dies before you fight Sam, but I don't remember when he dies. I feel like it's earlier than the train. But I could be wrong. Don't try to fucking get this hack in there.
Even stars shake. My rock.
I shouldn't have even tried that. I do not know what the timing is for that at all.
Good. Clouds drift on. Barriers abound. Seeing you is
Okay.
such delight.
We're dead. We're dead.
Now, let's have it. Ordeal. Trust me, I know it more than you do.
Yeah, I know Senator's the final boss. Yeah. I know, I'm aware of that. The one that I didn't beat because I was playing on the high difficulty and didn't want to turn it down. And I was bullshitting my way through the power mechanics the entire game, and it turned out that I didn't even understand how they worked. It just kind of worked most of the time. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh. Okay. No, he's aware of what he's fighting. He knows he's fighting an immortal monkey. Like, most of the bosses comment on the fact that you're immortal. But, like, that's not a secret to the characters. Like, you're literally becoming a god in this game and go around killing gods. Like, being immortal is not, like, some crazy thing to them. That's like regular business. How did I get hit and it landed a perfect dodge at the same time? How does that even work? Okay. Okay, there's a rough first stage done. Okay. 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 I'm pretty sure it's a Journey to the West thing. I don't know if they ever, like, make use of the idea. As I said, I've never read it before. But yes, that's a Journey to the West thing. You are immortal. That would be a random addition to just add. Okay, I didn't actually need to do that. I got the timing down. Okay. Okay. Okay, you can do that. Okay. Whew. They have enough content to do, like, 26 sequels if they wanted to. You know, around about that. They're in, you know. Also, most of Journey to the West isn't even about Wukong. That's the thing. They could do other Journey to the West stuff as well. The reason why it's always Wukong is Wukong's the most popular character. You should do a Journey to the West reading stream. That would be like 3 years of streaming. Yeah, the only reason, like, when people think of Journey to the West, they think of Wukong, so Wukong is the most popular character. And a lot of stuff about Journey to the West is about Wukong, but, like, he is only one of the main characters. One of many. Okay. Bad. Very bad.
I was just wondering, is our here and now all part of his plan? Survive.
What? Wait, he can knock you out of that? Eh?
How sluggish.
Eh? What? Okay, I did not know he could do that. That's good to know. Sure. All right. I'll keep that in mind. I will keep that in mind. How sluggish? Yeah, that's how I feel. That's how I feel. Oh, God. See, the thing is, this boss, like, there's some bosses out there, I'm like, I don't know what it's doing. I know what this boss is doing. I know how to beat it. I'm just not. Like, that's the problem, right? Like, it's one thing when I fight a boss, I'm like, I don't know what this is doing. Like, I would be happy to give up on a boss like that. That's why I don't do data fights in Kingdom Hearts. 'Cause a lot of them, without, like, really examining the fight, they just are insane fights. But, like, here, I can see everything it's doing. I know what it's doing. I know it's all mechanics. I'm just doing it wrong. That's the problem. Which honestly feels so much worse to me. Like, the fact that I know that I can do this. And it's why I'm absolutely not gonna give this boss up.
You do have some of his spark.
Okay.
That's it. I won't hold back from now.
Sweet.
Let's fight.
Then we do that. Knock him back as far as we can. No, I don't want him to go away from the wall. He's gonna do that. That's fine. Knock him in. Do the thing. Great, great. Great. Okay, so we lost most of our attack window for that.
It's time to rest yourself.
I was like 2 meters away from it. What? What? Fuck you. Fuck you. That should not have hit me. I saw that I was outside of the fucking zone. Fuck right off with that. That was bullshit. I think that's the only mechanic he has where it actually is just badly made. Like, the damage zone is bigger than the visual damage zone, which is always fun to deal with in any game. Okay. 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 Another strat I've not really thought of doing is using Block of Many. I don't know, maybe it would work. I don't know. It could be worth trying, just seeing how it goes. I don't know if he's going to do something special if we Block of Many, though. That's the thing. Because some of the bosses do. And I would not be surprised... I would not be surprised if the boss that's supposed to hard counter a lot of magic has some anti mechanic for that. Like he splits into multiple pieces or something. Wait. What did I perfect dodge then if that wasn't the attack? Myth Black Monkey. Monkey Kong Wu. Okay, there's our first stage. Are you gonna watch the mood vid after stream? Maybe, I don't know.
That's it. I won't hold back from now. Let's fight.
Probably not. I don't really care enough about lolly drama. Like, frankly, I just don't care enough about lolly drama to really care to watch it. Maybe I'll watch it if I'm bored. It's a nothing burger.
Forget your pride.
A burger made of nothing. I'm aware of what a nothing burger is. It sounds like one. It sounds like YouTubers just having drama with each other. It's like, what's new there? Oh my god, we dodged it!
Trust me.
I think the worst thing to ever happen to anime is anime to become mainstream. Because now, now people who are, like, very casual fans have, like, takes on anime. It's like, can we go back to the... I think the pinnacle period is when it was easy to get anime, but normies were not, like, watching anime yet. Like, I would say, let's go, like, pre-Attack on Titan. I think that was the golden era. Maybe like a little bit after that we can go. Like maybe like the 3 or 4 years after that. How did that not... I still don't know how that sometimes stabs me and sometimes doesn't. It's the same attack. Okay. Attack on Titan has done so much damage to Attack on Titan has done so much damage to anime just by itself. Now I think things were fine for a while. Like Attack on Titan's good. I think back then it was still like the difference. Actually, you know what? No, let's go. I think I know what the actual point of no return is. It's not Attack on Titan, because there were people that watched Attack on Titan who didn't then go on to watch anime. Do you know what I actually think is the point of no return? My Hero. My Hero is the point of no return. Because My Hero is when, like, actual just normies started watching anime. That's when I would go to a supermarket and I would see just some regular dude wearing an anime shirt. That, I think, is the point of no return. The point of no return is Sailor Moon. Well, you know. I can see that as well. I wonder how the hell Darling Franks got me in anime. That is a fucking good question. I like Darling Franks. It's fun. Because the problem is, like, people want to talk about Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood being a gateway anime. No, fucking My Hero. If you want someone to watch anime, show them My Hero or Demon Slayer. That's what people do now. Okay. But no, I think I genuinely do think the point of no return was My Hero. And then from there on, all the big series have been a consequence of that. Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen. Like, go back to Jujutsu Kaisen. Like, the audience around that when the first season came out. It was nothing like it is today. Now you have, like, TikTok thirst traps of Gojo. Like, now it's a whole different beast. And don't get me wrong, these are good series, but they got a lot of normies into anime, which means you have a lot of normie takes in anime, which is, you know, less than optimal, we'll say. Okay. Okay, there we go. There's our third stage.
You've lifted my spirits, monkey. When he was dragged to the execution.
Ubuntu adaptation will save anime.
Cleaver and cudgel crumbled, and yet he emerged.
I think there was like a Shueisha series. Like it wasn't just like published by some random. From his dodge.
If you can't evade this.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
From the sky, my sword sweeps the land.
Don't care. Don't care. I don't care if you sweep the land.
Came before. Think of it as last life's end. What comes hereafter?
Fuck. Okay.
Young monkey. Show me how far you can go.
Oh, that was bad. No!
Don't hold back.
Oh my god, I'm getting timing wrong on basic attacks. Okay, okay, we're good.
I'm not him, after all.
FMA got people who wanted to see actual stories and characters. My Hero got people who wanted to... Yeah, My Hero got Marvel fans. Exactly. You know what? I think that's a great way to put it. My Hero got Marvel fans. I really like My Hero, but, you know... Marvel ruined anime confirmed. Marvel writing ruins everything. And don't get me wrong, I think My Hero is even good now. I know people like to whine about it. But like, no, My Hero is really good. It's one of the best series ever made. Like, there's a reason why the normies got into it. It's just the normies got into it. That's the problem. The problem isn't the series. The problem is the people who fucking watch it. You are objectively... I don't care. Okay. What am I doing? What am I doing? Okay. Okay, okay. Jesus Christ.
I do have some of this spark. That's it.
I think the story of My Hero Macadamia moves too slow. My Hero Macadamia. Well, it is a not as slow of an adaptation as One Piece. But it basically is like chapter per episode. Maybe like a chapter and a half.
Gale Swift and Shadow Step.
Eh? Wait. He didn't attack that time. Eh?
Craft coat. Bright true.
Can he decide if he wants to attack when he does the animation? Because half the time he does, half the time he doesn't.
My skin and lightning my heart.
Okay. 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 That fucking attack. Okay. Okay, okay, we're good. We're good. We're good.
Still as memories.
Okay, there's our third stage. Marvel writing ruined Star Wars. Yeah, so I hear. I was never a Star Wars fan, to be honest, so that doesn't really bother me, but I've definitely heard that the Marvel writing has ruined that as well. Okay. Where's your voice line?
Thou of purity. Unleash your might.
He just decided not to talk.
Well, knows every stir of your mind.
I hate this guy. Apparently he can just choose not to talk sometimes. That's good.
Many of them are below me, and few are like me. Back when he was around,
Okay.
he was the one rival I relished. I strike.
Okay.
Ready to start.
Okay.
If you can't evade this.
Okay. We are basically done for the day. So, yeah, there is that. And we didn't beat the boss. Which, you know, was kind of to be expected.
The great sage. Just a tyrant. None ever dared to turn the world upside down.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. That's our last run for the day.
I know.
Oh, that's our last run for the day. That. Thank you for the biddies. Appreciate it. You know, I can just ban you in my chat. Thank you for the biddies, 8-bit. Very much appreciate it. Some of us actually have things to do and not avoiding going to work. Oh god. Are you gonna watch the lawsuit vid now? Yeah, there's a couple of things I did want to check out. Oh, I don't have Discord open. Give me a second. Let me open that up. I'm flying out Monday. Are you now? Some of us also don't avoid going to the gym because they say they can't find their shoes even though they're in the same location they always are. Let's see. Oh, Ren messaged me saying about internet dying. That's where the auto stop is. I see. I literally could not find my shoes. I guarantee they're in your car, like they always are. Yo, where is it? Here? Is this it? Yeah, this is the one. You're gonna swap accounts on.
It's not a hybrid. It's a.
I don't care about Honda. Shut up. Okay. So suing Minecraft because they broke the law and pissed me off. Now, I'm just going to say this. I don't know what exactly this is about. Suing Microsoft is a terrifying idea. Good luck. Good luck is what I will say. We'll see if he actually has anything to actually talk about. Anyway, suing Minecraft because they broke the law and pissed me off.
A block game created in 2011. This is Minecraft. A block game created in 2011 by Mojang, which I'm suing for breaking the law and pissing me off. But to understand why I'm doing this, we need to go back to December of 2022. You see, Minecraft is a game where anyone can add anything, even if it wasn't part of the original game. And what I wanted to do was recreate an old game I used to play in 2013 called MC War that unfortunately shut down. And after months of development and growing the community that was eager to play the game on launch, we finally set the release date to the 2nd of June of 2023. And this is where everything went wrong. Because only one day after posting the release date, a tweet was posted stating that Mojang enforced
surrounding Mojang is now banning Microsoft servers that have guns. The owner of the server, Grand Theft Minecraft, received an email from Mojang's enforcement team. Oh, yeah, no, I do remember seeing people talk about this, yeah.
Basically, the guys that enforce the terms of service threatened to take down a server called a GTM because a new directive from Mojang leadership had determined that guns and weapons are considered non-compliant features under the adult content requirement for commercial usage servers.
Sure,
and that they now
reasonable.
have to be completely removed because they're against the brand guidelines, usage guidelines, and end-user license agreement.
Right.
So basically, after months of development and thousands of dollars spent on marketing, yes, this
replace them with water guns, and then you're golden.
thing costs $1,000. Everything was completely wasted because it's now prohibited. So as you can imagine, all servers that contained guns basically entered panic mode because we were all about to be annihilated by Mojang. A group with all of these owners was created to discuss and potentially negotiate, asking very valid questions such as, how come servers that have had firearms for well over a decade so far have never had any issues but are suddenly prohibited? Why is it okay for Mojang's own marketplace, where they get a cut of every sale, to have guns when we don't get to have?
I want to know what these guns actually are, because it's very possible that... Where can I find this? Where is this?
Why is it?
What is this? Minecraft.net catalog. Okay, let's find this. Because if they are not guns, they are fantasy guns. Now that might be a bit different. Let's see. Gun. Okay, blasters. This is clearly like fantasy guns. Let's see. Can we find anything else? Let's just search blaster. We've got lots of fantasy weapons. Let's search pistol. Not seeing anything. At least from what I'm seeing here. We'll see what else he has to say, but I feel like there may be some misrepresentation of what's actually allowed in the store.
Okay for Mojang's own marketplace, where they get a cut of every sale, to have guns when we don't get to have them. And what exactly?
Because the guns that he's shown earlier in the video were based on real guns. And that is a distinction that a lot of companies do like to make. They're fine with fantasy weapons, they're fine with water pistols, but they're not fine with depictions of realistic guns.
Guns and weapons, and suitable for children. Because it's totally not like there are thousands of games that literally have guns and weapons in them that are made for children. And it's totally not
but those are games not made by Mojang. That's different.
Like Minecraft itself has explosive crossbows, which are a firearm in most jurisdictions, by the way. Gunpowder, bombs, swords, poison, incineration.
Okay, you know what? I've heard a lot of these arguments before. Again, Mojang is within their rights to ban whatever content they want. Scroll down and to the left. Have you actually found something on the store? What am I looking for? I don't see anything here. I'm seeing fantasy guns. You said scroll down to the left. There's nothing. There's a Christmas calendar. I don't. Click the center. I see fantasy guns. I don't know what you're trying to tell me about. Good luck, they have so much money it isn't funny. Yeah, starting a lawsuit with Microsoft or Apple, the green shotgun. Let's have, okay. The green shotgun. This one? Do you mean the fantasy weapon? Or like the sci-fi weapon? Again, a lot of companies make this distinction between realistic depictions of guns and fantasy weapons. Well, should they do it? No, but they do it.
Later, you get the idea. To which Mojang, after conveniently ignoring half these points, replied that this recent directive from Mojang leadership wasn't for guns and weapons, but was purely for guns and firearms.
Sure.
Isn't that change convenient? But hey, what would I know? It's not like Mojang hides information from the public for illicit reasons, right? This is called foreshadowing. So since Mojang didn't exactly explain what qualified as a real-life weapon, we...
Okay, I don't like this guy. Look, maybe there's something, like, some point he's gonna bring up, but at least so far, I feel like he is intentionally ignoring, like, any sense of, how would I say it? Common sense? Bad faith arguments all around, yeah. Look, again, we're 2 minutes into the video, maybe he has an actual point, but at least right now, again, I want to make something also clear. I don't think Mojang should do this. I don't think they should have any restrictions on people having servers with guns. But in the context of them banning servers with guns, I don't think there's any issue with the way they're going about this.
Went ahead and asked, is this weapon? What about this? Which they, again, completely ignored. And after demanding more answers, a weapon? What about...
Well, yes, that would be a realistic depiction of a gun.
About this? Which they, again, completely ignored. And after demanding more answers, they eventually said on June 13th that the key decision makers are on holiday. So I guess we'll just have to wait until these key decision makers stop being on vacation. But hey, it's not like it's gonna take months. 6 months is how long it took them to reply. And the thing about having your entire project's existence be based off of the decision of a CEO that is on vacation is that you can't really justify investing into development or marketing when it could all go to shit if they don't change their minds. We were essentially told that even though the decision is not final, guns are okay for now, which is a different way of saying...
Wait. No, I want to read this. Guns and other semi-realistic weapons on third-party community servers is acceptable. Okay, fair enough. Weapons that allow, or weapons that follow the blocky, low-res visual style of Minecraft will meet the semi-realistic description. Sure. Minimize any gore elements from gun gameplay, blood particles and gunshots. ESRB rating doesn't specifically call out guns or weapons as a category, but rather mentions them under level of violence. Okay. Be selective on terminology. Words like shoot and kill can be harsh or triggering. Server operators should make it clear on their website the sort of thematic elements that exist on the server. Sure. Server operators should consider how they manage access to the gameplay verification. Sure. Weapons are a part of Minecraft gameplay, even in the core game. Please exercise caution and sensitivity when creating this. When creating this kind of content. Weapons are part of Minecraft gameplay, even in the core game. Please exercise caution and sensitivity when creating this kind of content. That's a weird statement.
Is not final. Guns are okay for now, which is a different way of saying, but we will be changing our minds later. We just can't afford any more bad press right now because this entire thing has hit the news and got millions of people to be mad at us for being assholes. And while that could have been the end of it, while these assholes spent half a year replying, I was investigating whether this entire fiasco could have been illegal. And oh boy, this entire fiasco started because a new directive reinterpreted adult content in the end user license agreement, in other words, EULA, to include guns and firearms and hence prohibit them. These clauses that are written in the EULA are more commonly known as a terms of service. This is what's called a click wrap agreement. It's the thing that forces you to check it before signing up for service. It's essentially a set of rules that you have to follow when using the service. But the thing you have to understand is that this is a type of legally binding agreement or otherwise contract. And unlike some third world countries like the United States, where companies can get away with writing anything into the contract like, you can't sue us, because we said so. Mojang is in Sweden, and Sweden is in Europe. And in Europe, we are supposed to have competent governments that have things like consumer protection laws and contract law. Note how I said supposed to. This is important for later. In Mojang's first email, they say that under the new directive, guns and firearms are not compliant. They follow it up saying that these activities are specifically prohibited by the Mojang brand guidelines, guidelines that literally do not exist, but which they cite multiple times anyways, the commercial guidelines, and the EULA. Now, let's go ahead and look at the actual...
Let's find out. Mojang brand guidelines. So we have the usage guidelines here. We have the commercial use guidelines here. You can read the full guidelines here. Does that link over to the other one? Or is this something different? What is this? In America, EULAs aren't legally binding. They're a weird position. There have definitely been arguments. Okay, that links nowhere. Okay, there have definitely been cases where they have been argued against. Let's see. Gun. Weapon. He might be right that the brand guidelines don't exist, or at least mentioning... Okay, what is the specific line that he brought up?
They cite more.
Any third party... Okay, here we go. Let's see. Any third party advertising does not harm... Okay, yeah, you're lying. Cool. So what is it? You place any... Yeah, okay, yep, also exists. Do not do anything that would harm... Yep, okay. Okay, so he's just lying. Cool. Okay, good to know. Okay, that's 1 point against him right there.
Multiple times anyways, the commercial guidelines and the EULA. Now, let's go ahead and look at the actual contract for these specific prohibitions. And oh, would you look at that? It hasn't been updated at all since April of 2020, which is over 3 years ago. And these specific prohibitions that they mentioned are nowhere to be found. It's almost as if they pulled it out of their ass. Remember how I mentioned that it's not like Mojang hides information from the public for illicit reasons, right? Well, it turns out that this new directive that prohibits guns, which Mojang enforces as if it was part of the EULA, isn't actually on the EULA. So this information is...
Let's find out. Minecraft EULA. Okay, this is the EULA right here. Gun. All services. Okay, no, I think this time he might actually have a point. Unless they have rephrased stuff. But I'm not finding specific terms like a gun. Weapon? Oh, we're searching on the wrong window. Weapon. Okay, here he might actually have a point. Fire. Yeah, maybe the term firearm. Unless there's another EULA. That's the other thing. Oh, actually, okay, no, there are two documents called the EULA. There is this one. So you have this one, and then you have the Switch EULA. Gun. Firearm. Okay, no mention of either. Firearm. Gun. Okay, cool. So in this case, they might actually just be making that up. Okay, I'll grant you that one.
Hidden, only known to Mojang, and not written anywhere. And since it can't be found anywhere and is literally pulled out of their ass, they can change it as many times as they want. Which they have. 3 times. Now, you might be asking...
Unless there is another document somewhere that I can't find. Wait. Hold up. Firearm. We've updated the EULA. This was 2023. Okay, this is the one I was just on, wasn't it? Yes, that is the one I was just on. Gun. This is supposedly when it was updated in 2023. Like, this is related to the drama. Okay, so they might act... From what I'm seeing, it's not written down anywhere that's at least easy to find.
But the problem is, since at the end they did tell us what we need to do to comply. And you see, Sweden and Europe, which Sweden is a part of, have these...
Is it in the Microsoft Services Agreement? Did he link it in... Well, he's saying that he can't, like... He can't find it either. That's the thing. Like, that's the point he's making. Like, he's not able to find it. I doubt it would be under the Microsoft Services Agreement because that relates to other things as well. No, it's not there.
It's called consumer protection laws and contract law that dictates how a contract...
There's a Google Doc. Okay. Where are we? 5 minutes. Yeah, he's not... Well, he doesn't link anything here. Yeah, he's just going over what he said here.
Is allowed to be written. And by looking just a little bit in Europe's website, you can see that contracts must be fair, transparent, and cannot have unfair terms. Like, for example, a get-out clause such as all permissions and consents may be revoked at any time if we think that it is appropriate to do so, or we don't like what you are doing. If that doesn't sound like a get-out clause, hidden terms, one-sided changes to a contract, one-sided changes to a product or service, one-sided interpretation of the contract. Doesn't that sound familiar? And after contacting the European Union's legal advisors, I was told that misleading omissions, basically hiding information, is a form of unfair commercial practice where Mojang fails to give information to the consumer, and that all relevant information needs to be present, and that it's also misleading omission if Mojang provides the consumer with information but does so in an unclear, unintelligible, or ambiguous, loosely worded way. It's almost as if they're not allowed to have hidden clauses, where I am then encouraged to sue before the home court, because all the time and resources I put into my project have essentially gone to shit. So now that we've covered that Mojang hiding shit from the public in a contract is illegal.
At least from what I can see here, it seems like he might actually have a point. It didn't help his case that he was just making stuff up earlier, but at least from what I can see now, maybe there is an argument to be made here.
Under European consumer protection laws, on top of things like the contra pro forentum doctrine, which basically says that if something is loosely worded, I'm the one that gets to choose how to interpret it. But Kian, why go through all this trouble?
Okay, I want to see what exactly this says. If the clause is ambiguous or can be interpreted in multiple ways, it should be read in a way that disfavors the party who originally drafted, introduced, or demanded the inclusion of that... I don't think it means that you can interpret it in any way. There are still legal boundaries on what it can mean. So trying to interpret it any way you wanted would probably go badly for you. I would leave that up to your lawyer. Suing the EU might work, maybe.
How to interpret it. But Kian, why go through all this trouble? This is probably just a mistake by Mojang, a one-off thing. It's not like Mojang does a ton more illegal shit. Right? Now, when all of this started, I never wanted this to be a lawsuit. I simply expected Mojang to not be assholes and be reasonable. And the way I tried to do
You're allowed to monetize servers, that's totally fine.
Was by collecting all of this information and sending it to media outlets and news sources, knowing that it would create a ton of backlash that Mojang simply couldn't ignore.
Mojang is set to release...
According to their new guidelines, Mojang no longer being the kind company...
It didn't work. Even though the information got millions of views, Mojang just played the good old do nothing and the problem will just go away. But
that's the strat.
You pieces of shit. But then, while we were waiting 6 months for the key figures to stop being on vacation, on the 2nd of August 2023, Mojang did the worst thing they've ever done. They updated the EULA that had been unchanged since 2020 and tried to hide the fact that they had changed it by not telling anyone about it and releasing it at the same time as a major game update.
Snapshot content, really cool. EULA changes, very important.
I did hear about that. Yeah.
Twitter, the snapshot. Is one being used to mask the other?
Putting all of their
I think I saw that
into
video.
Marketing the game update so people wouldn't notice the EULA update. They never notified anybody about it. Now, under consumer protection laws, when a company changes its terms of service, it is required to notify its users about about said changes before they take effect. Which is the reason you get all of these annoying emails that say, hey, we've changed our terms of service. Mojang tried covering it up. But not only did Mojang not notify anybody of these changes on top of covering it up, but
what is the requirements for notification? Do they need to directly contact individuals? Or is it good enough to post a public notice of it? I am not sure what the EU requirements are. I know he's referencing the old EULA. I looked at like 3 different documents. They don't notify you at all and tell you to check. But what is the requirement? That's the important question. Like, in the EU, do they need to contact individuals directly? Or is it good enough to just post a notification? I don't know the answer to that.
they also added that
these guidelines may change as time goes by. We reserve the right to change our minds at any time. So don't count on these guidelines always being here. It is up to you to check back to see if these guidelines have changed.
And you bet I wasn't gonna let them get away with hiding that. After analyzing the contract and putting all the shitty parts together, I sent the information forward to basically everyone. And oh boy.
Mojang updated its EULA.
Minecraft has gone full
Minecraft EULA has
1984.
been
mis à jour les EULA. We have been ignored
breaking
at
laws
every single
in various
turn
Released
countries.
on the same
to
day.
enforce it however they want.
All the
Now, to
YouTubers who
say
are not
that this
lawyers.
blew up in their face would be a little bit of an understatement. It got
Has he taken this to actual legal counsel? I know he sent an email to the European Commission, but they're not legal counsel. Because at least up until this point, it sounds like he hasn't.
bad that
A handful of creators were reached out to by Mojang and given a heads up. Attached were answers and guidance to clear up the confusion.
That's right. Select figures were grouped up by Mojang and given information that wasn't publicly available to try and calm it down a bit. Information that should be present in the contract by law. And just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, they forced every single one of these members to sign a non-disclosure agreement that forbids them from giving out any information that they were told for a contract that should be publicly available. I bet they didn't think I'd find out, but I know lots of things.
Lots of things.
So now that we've covered that they hide changes from the contract, force select people to sign non-disclosure agreements for changes that should be publicly available.
I don't know why you're hiding it. You haven't signed an NDA. You can show whatever the fuck you want.
Contract refused to notify about these changes and tried to cover it up. It can't possibly get any worse, right? In the end user license agreement, they specifically state twice that any form of gambling, violence, terrorism, or other unsafe and mature content is strictly forbidden. Which totally makes sense, but what if I told you that the gambling part was a lie? You see, in Minecraft, when you look at any of the biggest servers, you'll quickly notice a recurring pattern in their shops. They have something called crates and crate keys. These keys are used to play lotteries inside of the game that have a chance to give you extremely overpowered items or more money than anyone else. Almost like a casino with extremely similar tactics that are made to get you addicted and turn a profit. Theoretically speaking, under Mojang's own rules, this should be completely forbidden as it's clearly
I'm pretty sure they are, and I'm pretty sure Mojang has actually taken action against some of these servers. In the EU, notification of changes to terms of service must comply with the GDPR, Consumer Rights Directive, among others. Right, but what exactly are the guidelines there? I don't know what the specific terms of that are.
Gambling even by Sweden's own definitions of gambling. But it turns out that there's a separate list of hidden terms, just like in the gun case, that allows gambling to take place, which has led to thousands of children getting gambling addictions. I spoke to them.
I was around 8 years old when I first started gambling on Minecraft servers at 14. I wanted the overpowered armor. It was about feeling cool and getting...
Maybe this is going to be a bad take. I don't care about children gambling. This is just bad parents. I don't think you can hold Minecraft accountable for people having shit parents. Like, I know it like adds into this and like they have their hidden rules, sure. But like, don't let your kids have your credit card.
Give me a chance to win an item that you just couldn't get. When I'd win, everybody gave me attention. It was like this rush took over every time I opened a crate. I felt on top of the world winning.
Kids don't have money.
And I just wanted it to happen again. Hold on me like a habit I just couldn't break. They always left me wanting more. It just went downhill from there. I got my dad's credit card and spent any pocket money I'd had, hoping my mom...
How does your dad not notice that money's missing on his credit card? Like, genuine question. Like, again, just be a better parent. This shouldn't, like, children don't write like this. This is stuff that probably, traits in Minecraft have been a thing for many years. These could be like 8-year-olds who are now 13, or 10-year-olds who are now 15, right? Or 12-year-olds who are now 17.
Credit card to buy. I lost everything. Thinking back, I hate it. Me feeling sad. I couldn't break the cycle. Plunged me into a deep depression.
It's terrible. And
they've been around for many, many years.
Company where our own government and gambling institutions have some of the strictest laws in the world related to gambling that completely bar anyone below 18 years old from playing, even going as far as to requiring bank ID authentication to.
Are gacha games banned in Sweden? Because if they're not, I don't buy that. Yeah, no. Okay, I don't buy that. There are countries that want to ban them. But yeah, no, like most countries that say they're against gambling, there's not any direct ban on gacha games.
Play a scratch-off ticket, and Mojang just allows it. So now that I've shown you some of the illegal shit that Mojang has done, and trust me, there's so much more, like how they're currently forcing developers onto their own marketplace so they can charge extremely exorbitant fees for no reason, while blocking off any kind of competition. As if that doesn't sound like some company that has recently been hit by billions in fines from Europe. It's time to move on to the lawsuit. Since Mojang has shown that they really don't give a shit about the law, a lawsuit is really the only way to get them to realize that your actions have consequences. How do you actually sue a billion-dollar corporation owned by an even bigger trillion-dollar corporation?
You lose all of your money.
Actually, all you need to do is hire a lawyers are extremely expensive. So when you're legally broke to the point of having to live in an underground basement filled with radioactive gas, that's unfortunately not a joke, how are you supposed to finance justice? Remember when I said, here in Europe, we are supposed to have competent governments. This is where that becomes important. When someone in the European Union has rights guaranteed by the Charter of Human Rights, like for example Article 38, consumer protection, if that person does not have enough money to seek out justice, according to Article 47, you should have the right to an effective remedy before a tribunal and a fair and public hearing where everyone shall have the possibility of being advised, defended, and represented. In other words, even if you're broke, according to the Charter of Human Rights, you are entitled to seek out justice.
Public defenders, doesn't matter what the country is, are not great.
Every country in Europe needs to comply with this charter to be part of the European Union. And Sweden's way of doing this is through Rättshjälpsmyndigheten, the legal aid institution, which according to their own website provides remuneration of legal aid for up to 100 hours of work unless otherwise determined by the court. And after contacting hundreds of lawyers, I was told information that is hidden from the institution's website. The first one is that when a lawyer has to work with a client that has legal aid, they are forced to reduce their hourly rate to a rättshjälpstaxa, which is often less than 40% of what they usually charge an hour. This basically means that the overwhelming majority of lawyers I contacted simply refused to take the case, and that the ones that were willing to do so were extremely inexperienced. And that's not exactly a fair and effective remedy, is it? And the second biggest problem is that this case...
This is a problem that every country has. You either have cheap lawyers who are not good, or public defenders who are also not good. Some of them are fine, but like, the really good lawyers are, unless they have hearts of gold, are not going to be taking on public defense cases. They're going to be taking on big, expensive clients.
Case is so complex that it would way overshoot the 100 hours that were mentioned on the website. But wait a minute, doesn't it also say unless otherwise determined by a court? It turns out that after talking to employees that work at the legal aid institution, on top of them having a ton of spelling mistakes and writing like cavemen, like seriously, how do you write like this and are employed at the government?
Their first language is not English. I know it's common to like know two languages in Europe, but like their first language is not English.
They admitted that the 100-hour limit is basically fixed, and anything beyond that is just a few hours, and it's just to end the case. Meaning that, in other words, I have to either choose between getting 100 hours of help and then going bankrupt, or represent myself alone in court against a billion-dollar corporation. Not exactly fair, is it? So at this point, the government institution that was supposed to uphold Article 47 had failed to do so. I then went to these two institutions that are supposed to oversee that other government institutions do their job properly. But unfortunately, they said, we don't care, it's not important enough. I wish I was joking. I really do. Next up, we have Sweden's consumer...
They're not wrong. Look, they're not wrong that a lawsuit about guns in Minecraft isn't exactly a super important lawsuit.
Protection agency, Konsumentverket, which is supposed to represent you if you are unable to do so yourself, and the case is determined to be of importance enough to consumers. To which they replied that representation in this case cannot be expected to lead to an outcome that is of importance to law enforcement. In other words, they don't give a shit. Next up, we have the Swedish National...
Well, yeah, because it's a lawsuit about video game guns. This guy is digging a deep hole. Just take the lawsuit.
Board of Consumer Complaints, ARN, that said that apparently when I entered this agreement with Mojang when I was 12 years old, I did not do so acting as a consumer, meaning that I must have been a really young 12-year-old corporate entity to enter this contract with Mojang at 12 years old. Yeah. Every single government institution in Sweden that was supposed to uphold justice has failed to do so. And Article 47 of the Charter of Human Rights has been violated by the entire country of Sweden. Mojang will keep getting away with this because they know full well that nobody...
This is why you need to seek legal aid before you just start saying things. No, Sweden has not violated... They have not violated the European... whatever the fuck it was, the legal charter
that is affected by their decisions has the means to sue them in court.
Don't complain about his appearance. Don't be weird.
Sorry. I really tried.
This didn't end how I thought it would end. And while I really want to give up because like at this point I've tried everything, there's just nothing more that I can do, my friends convinced me to try one last thing. Because this isn't about me anymore. It's about all of us, all of you. If Mojang gets away with this, they're setting the precedent and they can do whatever they want and we have no rights whatsoever. So I'm opening a crowdfunding campaign for legal fees so that maybe, just maybe, we're able to hold Mojang accountable for everything they've done as a community, because if we don't fight, nobody
The fund will. What is 94%? How much is that? What is this in... Not what this is. 2 USD. How much is that? $78,340. So I assume it would be like a like a 82,000 or something. $83,778. So I am not a lawyer. He is not a lawyer. I do think he has gone a bit off the deep end when it comes to arguing that the entirety of Sweden is violating European law. Seemed kind of low against a billion-dollar company. It is. He's gonna burn through that within a couple of months. He's gonna burn through that before he even gets to court. Do I think that Mojang should be banning guns? No, I don't think that. I think it's stupid. Do I think they should better explain the EULA changes? Yes. Do I know what the requirements to explain EULA changes are? That I'm not sure, and he didn't mention it in the video. He did not say specifically how you have to be notified of a change. And I'm not seeing any link out. Yeah, I'm not seeing any link out to that explanation either. Must be easily accessible delivered through the standard communication channels used, e.g. email, app notification. Yeah, they kind of do what they like Nintendo. That's true. Look, I wish him the best. I wish him the best, but I don't see this going well. It's obviously going to have a lot of support from the Minecraft community. You have Salsy1 right here who commented on the thing. There is also the gun in the trailer, which I'm very, very curious about. I don't know. I am curious to see what happens here. I'm probably gonna watch one more after this. Maybe one more after that. I don't know. We'll see. But I'll be back in just a second. Some of you members say it's getting hard on the in-app gambling angle. That's probably one of the strongest arguments. Diablo Immortal banned in Netherlands and Belgium, for example. But it's tied into his core argument about TOS inclusion of weapon definitely is going to be a tall order. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's gonna be a crazy case. That's for sure. Let's see. Where is it? How long is this? Wait, this one's a really short one. I definitely want to watch this. This was the PlayStation 30 years of play video. I was told about things that are in the video, and yeah, there's one here. One frame there, but I definitely want to have a look at this one. So, 30 years of PlayStation contains some spoilers. It better. If you know. That's Horizon? I'm still convinced that game is a psyop. I don't... Like, are there actually fans of it? Like, I know it sold a lot of copies, but I've never met a single person who has played the game.
We can choose to be happy, but not at any cost.
Another game I haven't got around to playing. It's it's Dad of Boy. One of my friends loves Horizon Zero Dawn. We found one person who's played the game. Dad of Boy. It's about family. It's about friendship. I need to play Shadow of the Colossus at one point. I've beat like the first boss. I've never fully finished Shadow of the Colossus. What is that, Spider-Man? Oh, yeah, it is. Okay. Yeah, it is Spider-Man. It's about adventure. Nathan Drake's another one I've never actually played. cars! Was that Call of Duty? Why is Call of Duty in the PlayStation promotion? Sports! Sports! It's about fear. Ah, yes, you gotta throw this one in here. Yeah, very important. Sports! Wait, is that? What is that? It's not... I thought for a second it was Dark Souls 1. No, it's not. What the fuck was that? I need to play the new Ratchet & Clank games. I hear they're pretty good. Fall Guys! Was it Dragon's Dogma? Was it? Maybe it is. Huh. I do have the Crash collection. That's... Wait, where is it? That's a very good game. If you've never played Journey, it's like a 3-hour experience. Phenomenal game. Highly recommend it. I want to see that again. I want to see that again. I adore Kingdom Hearts 2. What a great game. We love Kingdom Hearts 2. Isn't it so fun that you're gonna show your dead IPs like Jak and Daxter? And not Jak, yeah, like Jak and Daxter. I think isn't the Bloodborne in here somewhere as well? Yeah, there it is. Fuck you. Actually go fuck yourself. How do you show a Bloodborne frame? How do you do this? It's about you. Wait, no, no, it was not the last game frame they show. Shut up. It's about the money. No, it's not about the money, because otherwise they'd fucking release another, or they'd get Bloodborne to be re-released. Or we'd have another Jak and Daxter game. We'd have, you know what we'd have? We would have Jak and Daxter be given the Ratchet and Clank treatment, be given the Spyro treatment, be given the Crash Bandicoot treatment. Speaking of things they should bring back, Killzone. That's another thing. What time is it? It's going on 3 o'clock. That was a good video. I hate Sony. Fuck you. Fuck you. I might watch this one tomorrow. Yeah, I'll check this. How many of you watched Beyblade as a kid? Because I love Beyblade. Sony, what have you become? We love Sony. I mainly watched Metal Fight as a kid. I didn't really see much of the original series. Never seen it. Wait, you've never seen Beyblade? Wait, seriously? I missed a lot of good stuff. You did. This is Beyblade this, right? Was even crazier than you remember with this thumbnail. With that thumbnail. Let's check it out. I watched like a couple of seconds of it. I was like, yeah, okay. Beyblade was fucking stupid, wasn't it?
Beyblade, let it rip. Beyblade was crazy because you had whole schools of
It's less crazy now. The series is still going, but it's like, it's become a lot more tame. And I think it's a problem that Yu-Gi-Oh! Went through as well, where they just didn't know what to do with it. Yu-Gi-Oh now, like with the anime, it's gone back to just being stupid. Like there was a, I think it's 7 arcs or something that was airing on TV when I was at the gym, and they were like, there was like a kendo fight happening in the middle of like a duel. I was like, what? Like, what are we doing? What is happening right now?
With stadiums and spinning tops screaming Pegasus!
Pegasus!
At the top of their lungs, pouring their heart and soul into the Beyblade like it was gonna change anything. Shit, I was one of them, had my Cyber Pegasus, and we were running full-scale money matches like it was really that serious.
Jesus Christ.
You won a couple of matches.
I had some friends who had Beyblades. I sadly never had one myself.
Boom, you could get some snacks for the day. And in elementary and
the hell? That's what is that what the Cheeto bags look like now? Or is that like what they used to look like? Because ours are a lot more exciting. Or is this just a fake image? I have no idea what American packaging looks like.
middle school, snacks were power. Snacks were status. But Beyblade was even crazier than you remember. I mean, you had Moses parting the Red Seas with the Beyblade.
Right. I forgot about that. Yeah. Early Yu-Gi-Oh was kind of like that as well. When they cared about the Egyptian gods. Yeah, it was yeah.
I knew they got grimy in the Bible, but that'd have a fella converting religions for real. So I want to take a look back at some of the craziest moments in the entire show, starting with a small one.
That is the actual packaging for the baked version of Cheetos. Oh, I see.
This out of the way. The Bladers were terrorists.
Yeah, that's
the
about right.
Beyblades aren't just spinning top toys in this universe. They're weapons of mass destruction. Don't believe me? Kyoya was one of the main rivals of the Beyblade Metal series. Imagine Vegeta. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Starts as a bad guy, works under an evil organization for a little bit, but eventually breaks free and becomes a good guy, chasing after Jenga's power for the rest of the show. But then we get to the tournament arc. And by now, Kyoya is known in these streets. You got fellas running up on Buddy trying to jump him 1v3 and he's still winning. That very same day, he's out for a leisurely stroll. You know how it is, just chilling when another Blader tries to snipe him across the map with a 50 cal with variable zoom on it. And bro only missed because he ain't account for bullet drop off properly. You think if this metal toy hit you in the head, you ain't taking damage?
Oh yeah, early on they were metal as well. Like, I think the actual first gen toys were metal, which also led to a lot of yeah, they definitely should not be metal.
They putting hits out on people in this show. What's crazier is this is not even the first or only time something like this happens. In the OG Beyblade, you got this Nigel Thornberry ass boy pulling out his legendary bolt action aiming straight for Tyson's dome top. Cops pulling up on the GOAT, who we definitely not ready to talk about him yet. Like, he got 5 stars, whipping their launchers out with switches like a red
I know, like, especially original series was really stupid. Like, you would have Beyblade matches in parks. Like, just go, like, the fucking Beyblade would, like, go over the swings and stuff.
10-4, I'm about to bust a cap in his ass. You got the evil organizations calling in Beyblade AC-130 kill streaks, dropping them out the sky to ambush the protagonist. Like, what's really going on in this show? And that's only barely scratching the surface of the hate crimes these fellas are committed on a daily basis.
They were metal, heavy metal system, then G2 was plastic. Yeah.
What a beautiful morning. The birds are chirping, the wind is blowing.
They're metal again?
Am I right, Carol?
Oh, God.
Carol? What the fuck was that? A terrorist attack? Nah, it's the Bladers again. Mr. President, a second Beyblade has struck the building. Look at him sprinting through town, blowing up cars and jumping out of office windows. You can't go to work in this city. Did he just summon the gates of hell in the middle of downtown?
Yeah, that happened in
anime. Look at that innocent guy right there. He's cooked.
He's dead, yeah.
How did we not notice how insane this was when we were kids?
Because you were kids.
Why are they even allowed to have these? We need to talk. Who decided these preteens should be allowed to have possession of these weapons? Where are their parents? Like, we got a sneak peek at the capability of some of these.
The same reason why you can have Yu-Gi-Oh cards in Yu-Gi-Oh. Don't think about it. Just don't think about it. We don't need to think about the Shadow Realm and literally just murdering people. On Beyblade X, no joke, really cool. They finally figured out how to make the toys run around and slam into each other. Oh, that's cool.
Beyblades earlier, but sniper rifles, attack helicopters, and even open the gates of hell are nothing compared to their true potential. Don't get me wrong, they can use it to do good sometimes.
Bakugan was another example of them just being completely unhinged.
Sometimes. An asteroid is barreling towards Earth, about to wipe us all out. It's the end of days as we know it. Who we gonna call? The government? NASA? No! Get the teens with the spinning top toys in a spacecraft ASAP. Jingo will take care of it. He got you.
I'm sorry, what?
Most of the time, it's just heinous, unnecessary shit. Kyoya's Beyblade was basically store-bought, and he can summon natural disasters with it. I'm sorry, but we need to have license and registration to purchase these things. At least I can see why a tornado would be useful in a Beyblade battle.
Sure.
What's the point of this? Like his bro Gojo? What purpose would Infinite Void even serve in a fidget spinner battle? You might remember this Guardian of the Ruins, Dynamis from Metal Fury. Does he A, battle like a normal blader?
No.
B, summon the powers of Zeus from the skies to smite the bladers down like the heathens they are? Or C, drop a nuke on the entire area?
Everything.
If you guessed Zeus, good job, here's a cookie. But why does he summon Zeus?
Why? Because fuck him, that's why.
The nuke wasn't a joke either, by the way. That's also something that seriously happens in this show. But the worst of it all is the bladers aren't just dangerous to society. No. They're dangerous to themselves. I don't even remember who this guy is, but lose one Beyblade battle, his Bey takes a little chip on the side, and he's collapsing hands and knees on the floor, having a full mental breakdown. Tsubasa loses one Beyblade match, and he's in the hospital the next day fighting for his life with schizophrenia. Seeing images of himself in the mirror, like, how do you get this much PTSD from a Beyblade? You would think bro just got back from Nam with the way he's acting. This was a regular occurrence in this show. The Beyblades were doing fucked up things to these kids.
I forgot.
It did
I forgot just how stupid the early parts of this series were.
20 times more damage than vaping ever could have dreamed of, Charge Generation. I don't know why the parents didn't step in or why they were even allowed to purchase these vile weapons. All I know is that all of these kids need therapy. Most of them deserve to be locked up. Put them in juvie, I don't care, but there's one man that's beyond saving. One man who kneeled to no one. One man where you knew exactly what time it is when he showed up on screen.
Yes, this right, he had the Beyblade that spun backwards.
Havoc last night here in...
And they're not human, they're 100%
dragon sightings.
Evil manipulative.
Yeah.
Take over this time and like kids are getting slaughtered. Fucker, Kitty is dead.
Yeah, brother.
Ryuga, the Dragon Emperor.
El Dragon!
Sells 80% of anime manga with a toy you can get at Target. You can't make a Beyblade video without talking about him. Remember the buddies with the red dots from earlier? Ryuga just casually tosses his Beyblade and takes him out. Tsubasa's PTSD and schizophrenia, Ryuga caused that.
He just smashed the
He's the one who had to come back and tell him how to get over it. Like, how's your abuser gonna be the one that ends up helping you get over the abuse? This man was the epitome of Black Air Force energy. He's out here training in volcanoes and having other characters fight for their life just to compete with them. Most of the crazy moments in Beyblade we talked about earlier seeped back to the darkest corners of my mind, but I vividly remember watching Ryuga charge up a Kamehameha. Scatters the area, and just listen to this girl scream.
She's fucking dead.
Oh yeah, she's dead now. Ryuga is what made you realize, oh, this shit was actually that serious. He kinda carried the show for me, to be honest. Every moment he graced us with his presence on screen, your eyes were glued
absolute
to
legend.
You couldn't look away. Ryuga commanded attention, and as the series went on, my respect only grew for him more. Metal Masters is where you realize Ryuga wasn't just some mindless villain on an endless quest for power. He outworked you, he cared more than you did, he had more heart than you, and then he was gonna show up and beat your ass and take your Beyblade too. Taking charge of being the one to train up Kenta and take him from being the whiny little kid that he was to the point where he could actually realize his potential. It was Ryuga who did that, not Jenga. Staying true to his word and not taking shit from anyone, escalating to the point where he's going blow for blow 1v1 with a literal god, and somehow still standing his own ground until eventually he falls. He loses and dies. Ryuga dies. Rewatching this scene is where I remembered the profound.
I don't remember that
impact this moment had on me
happening.
as a
I didn't
kid.
watch it as like a series. I just watched random episodes that were on Toasted TV.
The impact the entire show had. Yeah, Beyblade is crazy. It's crazy to the point of being stupid sometimes, but that craziness was probably part of what got us so hooked in the first place. What had us screeching, Pegasus! From the deepest depths of your soul in the cafeteria. When you were watching it as a kid, you didn't stop and think, hey, that's not realistic, or these kids need to be locked up. You just enjoyed it. And I think there's something special about that perspective, about being able to take so much joy.
There is something special about early 2000s anime. That's what's
simple
special.
And dumb. Just a couple of well-designed kids' toys and a TV show inspired an entire generation to pull up and play in real life, to run it up on BeybladeBattles.com online. I remember people banning me from using Meteor L Drag on our games because it was just as broken in real life as it was in the show. Those were good times. Those were insane times. Those were cringe times. But I wouldn't trade it for anything.
That's a good video. That's a fantastic video. Like, Beyblade is still going. I stopped watching, or I started. I started watching again during Burst. Burst was fun, but it just wasn't. It wasn't as unhinged. Like, most of Burst was them just. They're just like in a tournament. There wasn't to the same extent of like we're just gonna be fighting gods, you know. Why is JoJo something you can't watch again? That's a good question. How long is the NZXT video? Okay. okay. That's an hour long. Yeah. No. We're not gonna watch that one. At least not today. How long is this? This is 4 minutes. Watch this. Let's have a look at this.
Hi, my name is Jack.
Oh yeah, okay. This is gonna be trippy. Okay, this game disappears if you pause it. I have a short one in the server channel. Do you? Oh, okay. You have a short. So I started watching this and it hurt my brain, so I had to put it in the thing.
Hi, my name is Jack. If you go ahead and pause the video right now,
Is this showing up fine on the stream? Can you actually like see the donut?
Hi, my name is Jack. If you go ahead and pause the video right now, the spinning donut will disappear. In this video, I'll explain how these effects work and what you can do with them.
Okay.
And if
yeah. So I'll just jump back through there again.
Here. In this video,
keep an eye on it. Like, watch it as closely as possible. You will never hold it.
The spinning donut will disappear. In this video, I'll explain how these effects work and what you can do with them. And if you stay till the very end, I'll show you a really cool 3D pop-out effect.
Okay.
All of the code is in a GitHub repo, which is linked in the description. This sliding effect.
I assume you can only see it clearly if the image is changing. That seems to be the case.
Effect is pretty simple, and it's created with 2 rules. First, if a pixel is going to be moved, it takes the value of...
I think it also... The moving background, I think, is also important.
The neighboring pixel. And second, if that neighboring pixel isn't also going to be moved, we use a random value instead. That second rule is to prevent the same pixel from being moved multiple times in a row, which would look like this. The random values prevent repeating patterns from forming. By changing which neighboring pixel is taken, we can also change the direction of the sliding. I like this effect a lot more than the one I showed off in my previous video.
I hate this.
It's a lot easier to look at. This colorful cycling effect is really similar to the black and white one I showed off in my previous video.
I hate this.
If you want to know more about how the cycling works, you should definitely go watch it.
I hate this so much.
The only difference between the two is that the color one has 2 variables that cycle. Value, which is for the brightness, and hue, which
I'm gonna pause it again.
The color.
I hate this so fucking much.
The red channel controls the value. If I look at this red cube, you'll notice that only the value of the pixels change. The green channel, on the other hand, controls the color.
Right.
If I look at this green cube, you'll notice that only the color of the pixels change.
Right.
Now, looking at this yellow cube, you'll notice that both the color and value of the pixels change. This is because to get yellow, you combine red and green light.
Sure.
There are also a few parameters that you can adjust, like the number of value steps, which I keep at 2, because any higher makes it look muddy. Now, I'll show off some of the cool visuals you can get with these effects. If you want to replicate any of these yourself, the demo project is on the GitHub repo. When you clear the noise and stare
is this discrimination but for people with epilepsy or for broke people who can't afford fast frame rates? I don't know what this is, but it bothers me.
at the spinning donut, it sort of creates an outline of itself. It's really satisfying to watch. You can also adjust how often the noise slides. This thing spins 1 time per second, so if the noise only updates 1 time per second, it looks like it doesn't even move at all. With a few lines of code, we can make it slide back and forth, which looks like this.
Oh, in case you couldn't tell by the logos there, this is a Godot project.
The colorful noise looks really cool when you clear it all. A bunch of different patterns and stuff emerge.
There are patterns and stuff. Correct.
By adjusting the amount of hue steps and the offset, we can get some pretty cool colors.
Ooh!
So, for this 3D effect to work, all you need is a pair of sunglasses. All you have to do is put one lens of the sunglasses over your right eye. Make sure when you do this, both of your eyes are open. Once you do that, this awesome text should pop out at you. This is called the Pulfrich effect, and I found it works really well here. If you go back to parts of this video where the sliding noise is moving left, it should work. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching.
Go away, Alana.
Bye.
I don't know what I just watched. That was cool. That was really cool. No, it's not a matter of you being able to see it. He'll say it gives you like a 3D effect. I don't understand what I just watched. I don't get it, but I think it's cool. There is a demo available over on GitHub. I guarantee there is some really dumb like game concept you can build around this. Someone here suggested a horror game. Actually, that would be really cool. You build a horror game around it where the monsters will just sometimes stop moving. And you just completely lose track of them. That would be cool. Or even if it's not like the entire game, maybe have like a effect that can happen that causes your vision to you know, fuzz out like this. That I think would be really neat. Like you could have like a sci-fi horror game, right? Where your visor has this effect happen. Actually, that's a really cool idea. That is a super cool idea. I like the video. He's only got 3K subs. We've seen a lot of really big videos from tiny channels recently. What is the one that you sent, Ren? Let's see.
Hello. Would you like to save on your energy bill?
오, 죄송합니다. 저 영어 몰라요.
괜찮아요. 네, 한국말 할 수 있어요.
오, 씨.
200불 아낄 수 있어요. Hello. Would you like to save on your energy bill?
오, 죄송합니다. 저 영어 몰라요.
괜찮아요. 네, 한국말 할 수 있어요.
The correct answer is my housemate pays for the bill. They're not here right now. That's how you deal with that. That's how I usually deal with it. Or I'm just like, no. No. Fuck off. Get off my property. Might save that one for tomorrow, actually. How... Let's see. Save that one for tomorrow. You know what? We'll watch this, and then we'll end it off. Meet Intel Arc B. Battle Mage exists. Intel is actually still making GPUs. I know, it's crazy. I thought they'd given up as well. But no. No, apparently not. This game is garbage. Funko games. We love those. Is this the frame rate that it'll run at on this GPU? Like 3 FPS? Yakuza! Yes, Throne and Liberty. That's an interesting choice of games to include. Wow, I'm sure the devs are very happy about that. I like Purple Arc sticker. I think it's a cool sticker.
Hi, I'm Vivian Lian, and I lead the GPU business at Intel, which is one of the largest providers of GPUs in the world.
She's not technically wrong. Okay? She's not technically wrong. Yes, iGPUs count. Also, there's only like 5 companies that make GPUs that are big companies. So yes, if we're talking about discrete GPUs, you're smaller than Nvidia, smaller than Qualcomm, smaller than AMD. Maybe 4th. I'll give you 4th. Oh, Apple also has their M1 Silicon. So, yeah, 5th. I think 5th is fair.
Hundreds of millions of GPUs over the years. Intel Arc Graphics has turbocharged our GPU offerings from built-in cores all the way to our discrete GPU family.
Okay, yes. Yes, she's counting the built-in cores. Okay. Sure, if that's how you're counting them, yes. I guess Intel is one of the biggest GPU providers.
Today, I'm excited to introduce Battle Mage, or Intel Arc B series, our new discrete GPU family.
I'm very happy they're still using the gaming terms. I'm very happy about that. Battle Mage.
Our vision for Battle Mage starts with gaming and embraces AI. It's designed for modern games, including ray tracing and other advanced technologies. And
AMD! Come on, guys! Come on, let's go! I don't give a shit about ray tracing, but AMD, come on! It's about time!
It delivers segment-leading performance at $249. To show you what Intel Arc B series is capable of, performance at $249.
Did she just randomly say the price without a graphic?
To show you what Intel Arc B series is capable of, here's my good friend, Tom Peterson.
Thanks, Vivian.
Hi, Tom.
Well, it is a big day for all of us here, and I'm excited to share the work
Intel fellow. This just means like Intel guy. just some dude we found that works at Intel.
Teams over the past few years, bringing Battle Mage to life. But before we can get a real sense of what Battle Mage is and what we've built, we need to start by looking at modern gaming, which is why we built it.
Which is cool.
Ray tracing plays a key role improving the visual quality in games. It more closely models the way light interacts with its environment, and it delivers near photorealistic effects. Today,
I honestly, if you ask me, I actually do think ray tracing makes a lot of games look worse. We don't need photorealistic light. I know it's like a thing that a lot of companies want to do, but like, I just don't care about ray tracing.
Real-time ray tracing is becoming standard and integrated into many
we don't know
AAA titles,
I think we pay him.
RoboCop Rogue City, which we're showing here. What really jumps out at me is the reflections. You can see them on the ground. They're much more realistic. Game developers are upping visual quality in their in-game assets. Just a few generations ago, 4 gigabytes of graphics memory was sufficient. But today, higher quality assets require more space, and 8 gigabytes or more.
Yeah, higher quality assets that in a lot of cases you can't tell the difference on. Yeah, true.
More is now required. You can see this, for example, in Assassin's Creed Mirage, where ultra texture settings show all the details of the city. And of course, performance requirements have gone up. As resolution increases from 1080p to 1440p, we need to render 78.
Yeah, but what is the numbers? Let's see Steam hardware survey. Does anyone I don't actually know what the percentage of people that care about 1440p are. I know for a long time they just didn't give a shit. Where is the graph? Resolution. Okay, here's the graph. So 55%, it's gone down a little bit. Just a little bit. 55% 1080p, 19.75, 2560 by 1440. You've had a lot of raises in... there's been a lot of raises in ultra-wide. This is another ultra-wide. And a little bit of a raise in 4K. What are these raises in... What are these raises in sub 20... Are there some ThinkPad players starting to get up on Steam? What are these people? This is, that's Steam Deck. I don't know what the hell these are. There's not laptops that are still being sold sub 1080p, are there? Surely not. Surely not. This is 16 by 10, I believe. Oh! That would make sense. I don't know the resolution of a lot of those handhelds. That actually could be what some of those are. This is a weird one. I have no idea what this is. 1680 by 1050? I don't know what that is.
8% more pixels.
Mm-hmm.
Fortunately, today we deploy real-time AI to push performance up. This is Fortnite, which is using XeSS, our upscaling technology, to deliver a smooth 1440p experience.
Yep. Except it's not 1440p, it's upscaled. Shut up. Please, can we stop pretending like upscaling is the actual resolution? It's not. It looks worse. There is noticeable issues, especially with distant objects and moving objects. Can we just stop pretending?
We see the same trends that Steam shows. Gamers are demanding higher fidelity and higher resolution displays, and
Steam hardware No, you're just lying. What? Wait. Steam hardware, maybe it went down 5%. Hold up. Steam hardware survey. So what is he saying? That's according to September. Okay. So right now in the... Is this the November survey? Yeah, this is the November survey. So right now it was... down, and it's 20%. So let me actually see. Because this might be one of those charts where they just straight up lie. Also, why are you using the chart from 2 months ago? You made this presentation like a day ago. Well, this presentation released a day ago. Okay, here is from September. We're looking at the archive in October. Have you seen the information about the 540 Hz monitors? I haven't, but they sound stupid. I am not able to tell a difference above 165, but also I'm old. Okay, if you use numbers... I guess they didn't want to use the numbers from this month, because their graph would look wrong. It would go, woo!
Now have a preference for 1440p monitors. Summarizing, the modern gaming experience has evolved more than you might expect. Now we need realistic lighting, detailed graphics, and high-performance, high-resolution gaming. That's why we built Battlemage, using our new XE2 architecture. It uses our second-generation ray tracing unit, delivering 26% faster performance, and we support up to 12 gigabytes of graphics memory. In addition, we have powerful built-in AI engines called XMX to accelerate games as well as generate content. The compute engine of Battlemage is
Did you just say compute? I want to hear that again.
As well as generate content. The compute...
I am so fucking brain rotted.
To accelerate games as well as generate content. The compute and
not the compute
engine of Battlemage is our second generation XE core.
Okay.
It delivers 70% more performance per core and is more power efficient. So what does all that tech deliver? The short answer is performance. At 1440p Ultra, you can see that we are delivering great results across modern titles. But even
I really want to see actual real benchmarks here, not industry benchmarks. Like, we need to know what CPU this is running. We need to know what settings this is running. It says 1440p Ultra, but these different games have definitions of Ultra. Yeah.
Even so, we see that some games still need a little help. That's where XeSS comes in. It's a super sampling technology using AI to push up performance even higher. XeSS renders natively at low resolution, then uses AI to scale up the image with high visual quality. Using our XMX AI engines, this significantly improves performance.
Yeah, I bet rendering at a lower resolution and then upscaling it raises the performance. Who would have thought?
Here on the left, we're running Fortnite at 1440p Ultra with ray tracing enabled and delivering 35 FPS native. On the right,
you can't run Fortnite at 1440p Ultra on these cards?
We've enabled XeSS, and we're doubling performance.
That seems like a problem.
XeSS was introduced back in 2022 with the launch of Intel Arc A-Series, and since then, we've had strong adoption. And to date, we have more than 150 titles that implement XeSS.
Wow.
It's clear how AI improves performance for XeSS. Across implemented titles, we see performance...
Are we no longer using true resolution post-1080p? Yeah, for the most part. A lot of games where they talk about 4K resolution, they're talking about upscaled 4K. Yeah, 4K, I think native 4K is dead. I genuinely think that we're not going to see native 4K until the gaming industry goes through a fucking collapse and we stop trying to upscale everything. We actually go back and start optimizing games again.
Jump by more than 70%. For example, in games like Cyberpunk 2077 or Ghostwire Tokyo. And when you look at more demanding titles, games with ray tracing enabled, you'll see XeSS really come into its own. The more complex frames are, the more they benefit from XeSS.
Wow.
With Battlemage...
Who would have thought, who would have thought that rendering at a lower resolution and then upscaling is going to give you effect? I want AA games back. Well, don't worry, Ren. Don't worry. It's only 1 day and 14 hours. Don't worry. There's only 38 hours left until we get our good AA game. Again, I will have Twitch drops enabled, so any PoE players want those, feel free to have that enabled on your side as well. Have your account connected.
Deeper into AI acceleration for gaming. Our original XeSS technology increased the quality and the resolution of rendered images, which we called super resolution, or SR for short. Now,
remember when super resolution meant like MSAA? That was fun. When we actually like took the base resolution and then we rendered above the resolution of the monitor and then scaled back down. Will it work on Linux? They've been testing it on Steam Deck, so I don't see why it wouldn't. You're not gonna stop until I play PoE, are you? No, I'm just gonna stream it. If you wanna play it, hey, that's cool. I'll Otherwise, the early access is paid, but it will be free in like a couple of months when the early access is done.
Now we're adding a new technique to XeSS, which we call frame gen, or FG for short. With frame gen, instead of increasing the quality of an image like XeSS SR, we're creating new frames between existing frames.
I hate the state of the game industry. I fucking hate the state of the game industry. Upscaling, magical fake frames. Can we go back to actually rendering games properly? That'll be so nice. Just play games that are like 4 or 5 years old and buy whatever the current GPU is, then you can actually play them properly.
Dramatically improving gaming smoothness. These two technologies can work together as I'm showing here.
Yeah, they can.
We start off with XeSS SR doing its thing, upscaling images and delivering high quality.
Yeah, the problem you have is you have game developers who are relying on this tech. So now you have GPU manufacturers who are trying to improve the tech, which causes game developers to rely on the tech more, and it's this Ouroboros of suck. I miss when games could run on garbage computers. It was nice.
Performance. XeSS FG is taking in those high-res images along with rich information from the game engine. Then a dual AI network generates a frame that dramatically improves performance. You can see
the cost of increasing latency and makes the game feel gross to play. Yes.
Here, the frames are coming through XeSS SR. They're going into XeSS FG, and the generated frame, which is the red one, pops out.
Well, yeah, I've seen in video
details,
conference
check
before.
our video out on our deep dive of
It's
XeFG.
just a
Here
video
you can
stack.
see XeFG in action on F124. On the left, we're showing you the gameplay with native renderer. In the middle, we turn on XeSS SR, and performance obviously increases. But the magic happens when we turn on XeSS FG, and we get to our final delivered performance increase of 3x. Performance is not the only thing that matters in games, though. We also want low latency. To address that, we've developed a new technology that we call Xe Low Latency, or XeLL for short. When integrated into a game, XeLL reduces the delay between a user's interaction and when they'll see that interaction on the screen. It works both by sampling input at the right time and reducing the downstream buffering of frames.
I love how okay, so I love the Rube Goldberg machine of video game rendering just to make it so we can render games the way we used to render them. It's like, yes, let's upscale from a lower resolution and generate fake frames to make things run faster, and then have another network that then is predicting your movement and injecting your movements into the network to ensure your frames match what you're trying to do in the game. This fucking industry.
Here again is F124, and you can see on the left-hand side we're running stock, but latency is around 40 milliseconds. On the right-hand side, we've enabled XeLL, and we reduced the latency to 20 milliseconds, which is a 50% reduction in latency.
Yeah, but what is the latency when you're running that full stack on top of Xe? What the fuck they called it?
Lower latency means lower lag and more responsive gameplay.
Lower latency means lower lag, boys. Who would have ever thought?
For more details, check out our breakout video.
He's not showing it. Okay, I call bullshit right now. So what he showed is native versus native with the lower latency thing. He's not showing native versus the full stack with the latency thing. I guarantee the full stack with the latency thing is way worse than native. Fuck off. Do not think you can trick me by showing these numbers in like a misleading way.
On XeLL. All three of these technologies make better gaming through AI and software.
Do they now?
Together, they are XeSS 2. XeSS 2 is going to be available in upcoming games, including F124, Marvel Rivals, and Assassin's Creed Shadows, with more to come. XeSS SR and XeSS
How much
FG
did Ubisoft pay them to mention Shadows?
rely on our XMX AI engines. These hardware blocks are designed to accelerate the math that AI relies upon, which means that they're good for more than gaming. As a matter of fact, many AI applications can be accelerated using these engines. Gen AI is one of those applications. Using text, images, or even sound as an input, AI can generate new content based on patterns it's learned from data. To help our users understand AI more generally, we've built an application to make accessing common generative AI easy and local to your PC. We call it AI Playground, and it's an open source project, so let's take a look.
Okay,
Let's imagine that you want to generate content to help me launch a new GPU, for example. I know I need a generative AI model, so I'll just download a popular model called Flux.1, designed by Black
Hentai Anime Girl Generator. Why are they targeting AI when these cards are not be high-end? Because they have their AI cores in them, that's why.
Forest Labs. It uses 12 billion parameters to understand how
to
generate
12 billion,
an image
that's
from
a lot.
text. And in our UI, all we need to do is enter my text prompt. Battle-made.
This is just a generic GUI for. It's just a generic GUI over a model. This is nothing that crazy. This GUI was thrown together by an intern. I guarantee it.
Crashing a party with a sea of tiny green dragons wearing leather jackets. Then I click generate, and AI makes my new marketing material, and I'm done. Good night, everybody. It's been great. Nah, you know I'm just kidding. If you know me, I'm kidding. But AI Playground does much more.
Did they plan that around having a studio audience? Because that with no noise, with no response to that, like it's just a bad joke.
Details, watch our deep dive video that's available. Now let's dive into product details.
Okay.
And for that, I'll bring up my buddy Chi, leading our product team.
Chi! Was this AI generated? What is this music? The music is AI gen? Probably.
We're all very excited about
Chi.
XeSS 2 and AI Playground. Thanks, Tap. There are two models.
Senior Director Product... Okay, this is a real guy. This is someone who knows what he's talking about.
Of the Intel Arc B series. The B580 features 20 Xe cores paired with 12 gigabytes of memory. And the B570 has 18...
I want Steve to benchmark this thing. Don't worry. I guarantee they already have cards over at Gamers Nexus.
Xe cores paired with 10 gigabytes of memory. We chose a stealth black look for our limited edition card. Our engineers have designed this card to be quieter and more efficient than ever.
Okay.
The circuit board is designed to reduce component noise by 80%, and it's packed into a smaller area that clears the way for more and quieter airflow.
That's cool.
Paired with a new fan and significantly lower power, the B580 limited edition runs at half the noise level of our previous generation limited edition cards. We also cranked up the performance. Our peak clock is 2850 megahertz.
I don't remember anyone talking about them being loud, so that's sure they're quieter than they already were.
Higher frequencies than ever. All this makes Arc B580
I'm sorry, what was that?
Megahertz edition cards. We also cranked up the performance. Our peak clock is 2850 megahertz, hitting higher frequencies than ever.
I hope the new card is faster than the old card. Yes, thank you.
All this makes Arc B580 the fastest and quietest card we've ever built.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Shut up. Oh, this is the fastest gaming CPU on the planet. Next generation. This is the fastest gaming CPU on the planet. Next generation. This is the fastest gaming CPU on the planet. Yeah, I fucking hope your new card is faster than your old card. Thank you. Yeah, that's sort of what I expected for a new product launch.
And our board partners will benefit from all this hard work. I'm sure you want to know more about gaming performance.
No, okay. Let me show you. I'm talking about the when the 7800 X3D came out, and then the 9800 X3D came out, and you got the exact same. Let me get fastest gaming CPU in the world, 7800 X3D. It's the best gaming CPU on the planet. Let's just change that to 9800. The fastest gaming PC build. The fastest gaming CPU in the world. Is there one from LTT? Okay, they didn't call it the fastest, but it's basically the same title. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's like, yeah, no shit. The new chip is the fastest chip. Monster to Rise. Okay, sure, random edition. What fun games do we have here? Dragon's Dogma 2 is still at the fucking bottom. This game is still absolutely cooked. Ghost of Tsushima with X really barely hit 60 with. This is not that much faster than the old card. On the high end, it certainly seems like... Yeah, when you're spamming XeSS, definitely. At least from their benchmarks, it doesn't look like that big of a jump.
On average, the B580 is 24% faster than the previous generation Acer.
Is it worth getting a 5800 X3D or upgrading to AM5? Honestly, I would just upgrade all the way. If you have the money, sure. If you don't, obviously, yeah, hold off. But, like, if you have the money to just jump ahead, like, 3 generations instead of just 1, yeah, I would do that.
750 at 1440p, and much more in some games, like up to 78% faster in Fortnite. So now, let's bring it back to the beginning. Realistic lighting and detailed graphics running at 1440p are the new experiences that define modern gaming. So, of course, Intel Arc B series can do 1440p ray tracing when your old cards can't. Remember when you could get a good graphics card for $250?
That was nice.
Doubled the performance at that price point and added all the latest tech so you could crank it up. I know you have many other...
It's not going to be a hard hitter, but if they actually have a good card at a good price, like a good mid-range card, I think a lot of people will buy them.
GPU options, but the Arc B580 wins in value. The B580 is 25% better performance per dollar than our competition, while also packing enough memory to handle highly detailed environments and newer games.
I want to actually see proper benchmarks. Because if this card actually does perform better and is cheaper, I think they actually have the ability to get into the mid-range market. I do think it's possible.
Simply put, there's no better bang for your gaming buck.
Assuming it doesn't have severe issues like the old ones had with games prior to DX11, where they were using basically like DXVK internally.
So that you can find the perfect design, we're excited to be joined by more partners than ever.
That's good.
In addition to Acer, ASRock, Ganeer, and Sparkle, Onyx and Maxon join the Arc family to help bring the B series to more gamers.
Okay.
These cards are shipping out to retailers as we speak.
Wow. Okay.
Now let's bring Vivian back to tell you more about how to get one.
You go to a store and buy one.
Thanks, G. Intel Arc B series is the perfect upgrade for gamers. Battlemage delivers leading performance per dollar and great 1440p gaming experiences with XeSS2, Xe low latency, second generation ray tracing engines, and XMX AI acceleration. As Chi mentioned, we are launching 2 GPUs, Arc B580 and B570. Starting December 13th, Arc B580 limited edition from Intel and partner designs will be available starting at
next week.
$249. And on January 16th, Arc B570 will be available from board partners starting at $219.
They didn't really talk about B570 a lot. I'm curious to see where this one actually is positioned.
Today is a very big day for us at Intel, and I want to thank the thousands of engineers and team members who together delivered Battlemage. We can't wait to see it in the hands of gamers.
I'm curious. I really want to see what this thing actually does with, like, real benchmarks with real systems. That's not like a marketing piece. And I want to see it without just XCSS. I want to see what this thing actually does with, like, rendering games properly. Anyway, here is the link. I'm gonna end it off there. And then we'll be back tomorrow. Gamers Nexus has a review out, do they? Nexus Battle Mage. Ooh, okay. Is that a benchmark? No, that's not a benchmark from what I'm seeing, unless it is? Wait, hold up. One sec. Is this a benchmark, or is it just... Oh, no, wait. Is this it? Okay, no, that's them talking about... That's Games Nexus talking about Intel's benchmarks. They have not done, benchmark themselves yet. So I want to see actual real benchmarks before I trust what they're actually saying. Yeah, no, they don't actually have benchmarks themselves yet. Anyway, that's gonna be it for today. I'm gonna head out. I was gonna stream later on tonight, but we'll see. I don't know. I wanted to do one earlier in the week as well, but then I deleted it and didn't do it, and now it's here and I haven't done it. But anyway, at least for today, that's gonna be it for me. We get Dumber Dane next Wukong stream. That's the hope. That is the hope. When am I streaming PoE 2? Probably gonna... Because I'm gonna go to the gym beforehand. I'll probably end up starting around about the normal stream time start. The day after Kingdom Hearts. And then how long I stream for... well, if the game sucks, then I stop. But I might literally just stream the entire day. And I'll probably stream the next day as well. We'll see. See how I feel about it. What does Intel need to do for you to buy one? Be faster than my current card. So they're targeting the 600 class, the 60 class. My card is a 6750 XT. So they would need a card that competes against like the 4070 or the 7000, 7700, something like that. That's what I would need from them. Because besides that, honestly, they look like really compelling cards. They didn't talk about AV1, but first generation had AV1, so I assume this generation does as well. Honestly, buying one as an AV1 card, like, isn't a bad idea. Like, just... like, grabbing one for, like, a capture PC or something, like, that's actually a really good idea. I don't know. I think they're really cool cards, though. Anyway, I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna grab some food, because it's 4 o'clock, and I haven't eaten yet. Yeah. Until next time. Again, we will be streaming on the weekend, and I will have drops enabled for PoE. Who to raid? We can raid someone. We can do that. Is Kylo streaming? What? Is Kylo streaming Monster Hunter? Yeah, Kylo's on Monster Hunter. Okay, yeah, we can do that. /raid. Kylo Neko. Feel free to pop over to the Twitch side as well for anyone who wants to do that. And, yeah, I will catch you guys later. It's still live on the YouTube side, but, you know.